Okay, so as we've concluded the ICA example and the pointers that we also touched on, we spoke about how if it's not an ICA, given scenario that you're trying to figure out as to whether you have an ICA or not, in actual fact, you likely be proving that it's a rental agreement. So if you are dealing with a rental agreement, it has its own provisions itself. It's simplified. That's why I left such small spaces for it to actually just finish off and conclude this lesson. So far as ICA special rules and rentals are concerned, is that the time of supply for rentals, will be based on when payment is made. Or when payment is due. This is the time of supply in terms of the special rule, and the value of supply will be based on the actual installment itself. So it will almost be the opposite of an ICA in able to account for that, because with like a rental agreement, you'll account for that on the actual installment paid. So when you're accounting for that, say that you have a rental agreement, and it's a rental agreement of the same camera equipment, but this time around it's a rental agreement, and you have to make payment of 1,000 rands every month for a period of 12 months, and you also have to pay interest of 200 rands. So installment of 1,000 rands a month, and interest installments of 200 rands per month. So it's pretty straightforward, because you'll be expected to charge that, pay the actual installment. So you levy that when installment is paid. So if you're paying your installment 1st of January, you have to start paying installments right up to end of December. So by the 1st of Jan, you'll apply your VAT, let's say for 1,000 rands, which would be VAT of 150, for argument's sake. And interest is based on 200 rands, so interest is a lot higher than that 200 rands. So we basically speak about interest and saying interest is exempt supply here, as we've just discussed. And then you account for that every month. So this will be on a monthly basis. And that is the only difference, the only unique difference that you have to think about your rental agreement, which is pretty straightforward. So you account for that on a monthly basis. As the installment is paid, account for that only at that moment. If there's no installment, there's no VAT that you can account for. But the interest portion, you also have to discuss that, just so you let the examiner know that, understand what the interest portion is. It's an exempt financial service, therefore you do not have to account for that. And the same will be in the next period of payment, and so forth. and so forth and so forth. So it's different from your ICA, where with your ICA we've already gone into that demonstration as to how we basically account for that in an ICA. So the time of supply, value of supply is basically different from your rental agreement vis-a-vis your ICA. And that basically sums up the section of the topic that we're in